This is a question from chemistry chapter equilibrium. So first let's read the question. At constant temperature and 1 atm pressure, PCl5 dissociates 20%. Then at what pressure PCl5 dissociates 50%? And the options are given. 4 options are given. Option 1 is 1 by 8 atm. Option 2 is 1 by 16 atm. Option 3 is 1 by 2 atm, half atm, and option 4 is 1 by 4 atm. So to solve this question, here first we have to write the reaction, dissociation reaction of PCl5. And in the options, the atm is given, that is the unit of pressure, that is it is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, unit of pressure we know. So when PCl5 dissociates, it gives PCl3 plus Cl2. So at time t is equal to 0, that means initially we have considered moles of PCl5 is 1, and at that time no PCl3 and Cl2 is formed initially, so their moles are 0. Okay, and then after time t, alpha moles dissociated from 1 mole. So if 1 mole of PCl5 gives 1 mole of PCl3, from here we can see that the stoichiometric of PCl5, stoichiometric coefficient of PCl5 is 1, and for PCl3 it is 1. Okay, it is a balanced reaction. So it is a balanced reaction, and here we have written according to the stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometric coefficient of PCl5 was 1, therefore 1 mole of PCl5 will give 1 mole of PCl3. Therefore when alpha moles dissociated from PCl5, then alpha moles will be formed on the other product side. And similarly, when 1 mole of PCl5 gives 1 mole of Cl2, therefore alpha moles of PCl5 will give alpha moles of Cl2, unitary method. Okay, then n is total moles at time t. Okay, we have represented it with the letter n, and here, so total moles at time t, we will just add the moles, these all. At time t we will add these all and we will get the value of n, and that only we have done. 1 minus alpha, then plus alpha, and again plus alpha. Okay, we have just added this one. So after adding we got 1 plus alpha. Okay, this is the value of n, that is total moles at time t. Okay, then px is partial pressure. Okay, what is the formula of partial pressure? Number of moles of x at time t by total moles into total pressure. Okay, this is total pressure, and here x is compound for which we will find out partial pressure. Okay, and the compounds that are taken here will be PCl5, PCl3 and Cl2. We will find the partial pressure of all these. Okay, these products and this reactant, we will find the partial pressure for PCl5 and PCl3 and Cl2, because it is required in for finding Kp. Okay, Kp, for finding Kp. Now in the question it is given that when 20% dissociates, the total pressure was 1 atm. Okay, so the total pressure was 1 atm when PCl5 dissociated 20%. So I have written when alpha is equal to 20%, that is 20 by 100 is equal to 0.2, then the total pressure, that is pressure at 20% dissociation is 1 atm. Okay, then we have written the formula of Kp. Kp at 20% dissociation is PCl3 to the power coefficient, stoichiometric coefficient, Cl2 stoichiometric coefficient by PCl5 stoichiometric coefficient. The products will be written at the numerator and the reactant will be written at the denominator. Okay, then here partial pressure formula we have to put. What is the partial pressure of PCl3? Number of moles of PCl3 at time t by total moles. Total moles was 1 plus n, 1 plus alpha. We have found it out earlier. And then total pressure. Okay. Similarly, for chlorine, number of moles of chlorine at time t is equal to T. Okay, that is alpha by total moles is 1 plus alpha into P whole to the power stoichiometric coefficient, and for PCl5 it's 1 minus alpha as we have written here. At time t, number of moles present for number of moles of PCl5 present was 1 minus alpha, 1 minus alpha, 1 plus alpha, P 1 to the power 1. Okay, then just put the values. In place of alpha we have to put 0.2 in all the alphas. Okay, and in place of P we will put 1, because when 20% when PCl5 dissociated 20%, partial pressure will be 1 atm as mentioned in question. Okay, 1 atm pressure. So we will put the values and we will get this one. After cutting and all, we will get this one. Okay, I'm just showing you. We will get this after cutting, after putting the values. We will this 2 will be cancelled, and then we will get 1 plus alpha and 1 minus alpha at the denominator, and we know it is an algebraic there is an algebraic formula for this 1 minus alpha square. Okay, then we will put the values. Alpha value is 0.2. Okay, then next we will find Kp when the dissociation is 50%. Now at 50% the total pressure is not given in question. So to find total pressure, we have to find total pressure in this question. This will be the answer. Okay, this will be the answer for this question. Here we have to find total pressure. Similarly, as earlier, we will put the values of alpha by 1 plus alpha. We will put the values of partial pressure, and these two will be cancelled, and here PP will be cancelled and 1P will be left. And now Kp at 20% dissociation will be equal to Kp at 50% dissociation. Why? Because Kp depends only on temperature and nothing else. Okay, as in the question it is mentioned that at constant temperature, the constant temperature is mentioned, therefore Kp is equal. Therefore these two Kp will be equal because constant temperature is mentioned. Now Kp at 20%, whatever value we have just found out earlier, we will put the value, and then Kp at 50% we will put the value whatever we took out. Then from here we will just find the value of P. Okay, just solve. You have to solve this equation now. Okay, I am showing you how I have solved this equation. The final answer will be 1 by 8 atm. Okay, so in this way you have to solve such questions if it is given in exam. Okay, so the answer will be option 1. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And thanks for watching. Thank you.